Welcome to the Game Hall. I'm Rob, and today I have Pat joining me as we open up some Magic purchases that you did recently.
And today we have Secret Lairs. First up is Godzilla.
All right, so today's a little loose of an episode because Pat wanted to share with us some secret lair drops. Now, I don't think these are recent drops. These are stuff that came out a little while ago.
The last few handfuls.
Cool, but I mean, hey, if I couldn't find anything where people had done this, so I was like, why not open them?
Sure.
And just take a look at them. And then another thing we have after that, if we have a little bit of time, is I did one of those $25 things on Amazon where you buy an instant collection. So it's probably all, junk or
lands.
Just very old. Oh man, it's 999 lands in one foil. But yeah, we'll just see. We'll go through it a little bit. But why don't we start with, what do you want to start with?
Just go through Secret Lairs. We'll start with the oldest and then go to the freshest.
Okay.
And then we'll jump to the box.
Sounds good. All right. So we'll put it right here and have at it.
All right. So just to show the box. So this one was open, but it is pretty complete.
I like the hard drop boxes they have.
Yeah. I basically kept the outer shell because it said that it was for Godzilla, and then it had this stuff on the back with the serial number. Then you have a little copyright on that, and then it shows what it is on the side. And then it slides out.
Slide box, okay.
Yeah, I believe so. No, I'm sorry.
Magnet.
It flips up.
Ew.
It's like that. And then they put it on this little plastic cardboard. And then you'd flip it over this way and open it. And it's a specialty land for each color with Godzilla on it.
Mm-hmm. And they're Japanese?
Yeah.
So.
And they were purchased directly off of the MTG website right before Ikora launched, but there was a wait list to get them, so I didn't get them until after the set launched.
Mm-hmm. Now, Ikora came out in what, like 2020?
Around there. It was during COVID because there was a Space Godzilla card called Death Corona, and people thought it was in poor taste, so they either stopped printing it or changed the name of it as they reprinted it.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. But now it's got that. I was talking to someone recently about it, like because Libby and I were getting into cards, and she was like, all these foil cards are all bent up. And I was like, yeah, that's the problem with the foils. Remember, even in the Marvel Platinums that I was opening, they're just foils. They tend to bow. So that's why you see people on streams and all. The second they get them, they got to get them into a sleeve or a hard sleeve right away. But I've opened packs where they're already starting to bow. Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
with us.
no problem.
What do we got next?
Let's get
That in there, right?
And next up, we have The Evil Dead. So this I haven't looked at yet. This came straight out of the mail. I had purchased this on eBay. As you guys know, these are a little more pricey. I'm not going to say what I paid, but hopefully it'll be worth it. This one didn't have the outer packaging, and it was just the cards, but that's fine because there was a few cards in here I wanted to use in a new deck I was working on.
Yeah.
There. Cool. So it just looks like some cardboard packaging to protect it on both sides. So I'll just cut the plastics.
Throw them on the sides. Here.
Yep, go ahead.
So you don't.
It's your channel, you
Well, I don't care. I just don't want you to mess your cards up. And it's hard showing stuff if you're not used to it, showing stuff on top. What a weird way to ship this.
I know, right? And it was slightly cheaper because it didn't have the outer cases.
Looks like that's just a
filler card.
Well, look, they're still in the packaging, so that's good. So
Yeah.
I'm going to show.
Absolutely.
So they're like glued to this hardback.
So these were just packaging.
It's one of those. I give them.
Good for the safety
I was gonna say, I give them credit for the safety aspect, but boy, oh boy.
Shipping professionalism.
All right, almost. There we go, I think. And then there's something on the other side. I'll work on while you show that.
Okay. Oh, here's the Evil Dead set.
What a weird way to do this.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why this is separate from the initial 6, especially if they all came in the same packaging. So perhaps this was a chase card of some sort. I'm not really sure, but here's the 7 Evil Dead cards.
Ash Destined Survivor. Whenever an equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. Nice. Metalcraft. Equipment you control have equipped 0 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. So very much an artifact deck enhancer.
He's cheap though.
2-drop, yeah. Then we got Destroy the Dead, Sorcery. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield.
And
destroy
wipe.
all
It's
creatures.
A board
That's,
wipe.
well,
Yeah.
8-drop.
Well, it costs less. If you got a lot of creatures, it's nothing.
That's yeah. I mean, that's a game
good,
over right there,
yeah.
because if you have a lot of low drop characters or out there, you could really just wipe it and then just take it to them. Then Newbie's Incantation. Return all zombie creature cards from all the graveyards to the battlefield tapped, then destroy all humans. Better hope you're going against a human deck.
All right.
Linda Kandarian Queen.
This is a good one.
Whenever you attack with 1 or more zombies, draw that many cards, then discard that many cards. You gain that much life. Pay 2, exile 2 cards from your graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. I wonder if that's like in the newer sets, you create a 2/2 zombie token, but it has decay, so it's only good for like a turn. But this sounds like it's good
there's
indefinitely.
a countdown ability. I forget what it's called. I'll have to look it up. It's not decay.
Okay.
It's called something else, but it has a counter on it.
Okay.
And then she's a 2/2 zombie token.
So she's okay. So they give you this, so you could use her with it.
Yeah,
that's good. And then Cabin of the Dead. I don't see. Where's that? It needs that bench on that artwork.
The swinging bench.
Cabin of the Dead enters the battlefield tapped, and then it basically gives you a colorless mana. Whenever Cabin of the Dead or another land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands with different names, create a zombie token. So it's another way to get.
7's a lot, though.
It is.
7 unique names.
That's a lot.
hard. And then we got this super artifact.
Shovel of Decapitation. Equipped creature gets 10/10 and loses flying.
And all you need is 9.
Yeah, well, 9. These are some real heavy cards. Very cool.
So we'll just set these to the side. That's the Evil Dead.
So I was trying to. I know that Magic announced that Universes Beyond were going to be legal in like standard and limited and all to play with. I don't think Secret Lair are though. So these are all just for the fun of it.
Well, usually the secret layers are renames of cards.
Yeah.
So if this version of the card is legal, I don't see why a reskin wouldn't be.
Maybe for those cases. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would think.
Chucky.
You got Secret Lair Chucky, and then this was cool because this one has like a unique serial number on it, and it's got the holofoil rainbow sticker to prove that it's real,
That's cool.
as well as the tear line. So I'm assuming that if both of these are busted, you might have something counterfeit.
Yeah, we would hope. Aren't you just gonna use the tear line?
Well, I mean, I figure I'll do both. It might lift or something.
Whatever you want to do.
Oh, I broke it. Smart plus.
Do both. Then he just did the one. Hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play?
All right, you get a nice little envelope. That's tight.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a part of Secret Lair.
Cool.
Nothing on that. Then you have your Chucky dolls and little wax paper.
Nice.
And again, it's serialized. So this one caught my eye when I bought it off the MTG website.
I like the box. Yeah.
So the camera can't really tell, but it's one of those 3D ones where he looks pretty good. He pops out a little bit.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit.
And then if you flip him, he's a dual card.
Oh, look at that.
Where it's your preference and it's the same information. It's just how you want to display the card.
Well,
And I do like
some
that.
of the poster ones are tough because of the way they look. Like a lot of the new Innistrad remasters have their special poster editions, and it's hard. There's so much, like, because they do a great job making it look like a movie poster, or in this case, a toy box. But you're like, if you're so used to seeing what that information,
You're like, all right, what am I looking for? What's it cost?
Yeah.
Because there's his cost there.
Uh-huh.
There's his stats.
And then it reads like a tagline and all.
We're starring, you know.
That's cool though. And it shows legendary creature, Demon Berserker. I like the foil on it too because it's not the whole thing, so it is a little hard to see on camera, but I think we can kind of see it. It's like it accentuates the
reflective on the font and parts of Chucky himself, and the knife,
spooky.
and then the rest of it's flat to make it pop more. And we have the guy's eyeballs popping from part 2.
Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back.
I wanted to don't with the Chuck, but I don't know if they could do that one. We got Tiffany.
Tiffany, bride of Chucky.
Friends till the end.
Yeah.
Play Pals Factory. Patchwork Chucky.
Cool. So they all have that.
Foil.
I like his eyes and all of them.
It. Yeah.
They all got a really
possessed
eerie look
to it.
So we have an enchantment. So this is you pay 1 and a swamp, pay 2 life. Ooh, so that's okay. And you return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, makes sense for the theme of the card. Tiffany, Bride of Chucky, she's got Death Touch. She's a 2/3. Boast, so 1 in swamp. Target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles and puts that card on top. It's a good way to find a card you need. For only a 3 draw. Well, it's 3. It's 3 to pull her out to use her, and then 2 to do that. But she's got Death Touch. So
yeah, exactly.
Friends to the end. Strive. This spell costs 2 and a mountain more to cast for each target beyond the first.
Oh, you can keep going with it. Okay.
Choose any number of target creatures you control. For each of them, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it has haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. So you get it for that.
Army of Chuckies.
Makes sense. Play Pal's Factory artifact. Whenever a non-token creature enters, if Play Pal's Factory is untapped, that creature's controller creates a 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature token. Okay. And then Patchwork artifact creature.
Indestructible.
Indestructible is good. As Patchwork Chucky enters, choose a player. Whenever Patchwork Chucky is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to the chosen player. And you can tap him to deal 1 damage to itself.
Just to get rid of it.
Oh, okay.
See ya.
Yeah, so this is like Genesis Chamber, Stuffy Doll.
Oh,
I'm not even going to try to Phyrexian Reclamation.
Twin Flame.
Varagolf
Blood Sky
so
Sire.
It's funny because they find cards that
Phyrexian Reclamation.
fit the theme already. That one might not have it.
Demon Berserker.
You think he's just...
Or here it is at the top. Cardor Doom Scourge is Chucky.
Okay. So it's like they got a reskin.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So I would think these would be legal too, because they're all reskins. And I would think, I'm not positive, but
I mean, Secret Lair is one of those like these are
fan service cards.
These are they're the IPs without the IPs crossing over into the because I don't think you could do an entire set of Chucky, like a booster box and all that.
Like to be fair, I don't know much lore behind this character, but if you were to say that's how Chucky would be, I'd be like,
Yeah. They needed just a hard because they've announced that now 50% of everything that comes out Magic for the next for whatever will be Universes Beyond. So a lot of people are upset by that because they're basically playing the IP game. Yeah. And that's why they also changed that rule that I was saying, where now
it's not legal.
It is legal because it wasn't before because these were kind of like luxury, teehee sets, and now they're absolutely like, well, if we're making 50% of our sets to be these things, well, I guess we have to make them legal so people can play with them. All right, so I think we have time real quick to dive into. This was, like I said, $25. It just says 1,000 Magic the Gathering. It's an instant collection, new. Yeah, right.
At least you got the box.
Yeah, right. $25 box. Now it's got weight to it, and it's dented as heck.
It's just rocks.
It's just rocks. It's a fish tank gravel. There you go. Look at that.
All islands.
Yeah. Just grab a random stack and we'll see what we got here. So.
I'm not sure what sets they are.
Well, this is some mountain symbol. So I just got back into Magic, so I only know the sets from like the last 2 years.
These are definitely
These are from 2022.
I'll say they're a newer set.
So this is a lot of that set. So basically, these are the ones that nobody could get rid of.
No,
they're all commons and uncommons. I mean, I'm sure there's some good stuff in here as far as like deck
got a
builds
lot
and stuff.
of dupes.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's $25. What do you expect in that sense? I'm just curious. So far, I've got nothing but commons and uncommons.
Yeah, so far.
So.
Oh, here's some old stuff. We're getting there. Give me a minute.
Put your dates on it. Look at that.
1993
to 99. So those are.
That's a reprint because it has a range date. The old ones just had a date on them.
Well, and when did the symbol stopped after what? See, like 23?
That I don't know.
I think it's like M23.
Yeah, this one's a reprint too.
Well, I doubt you're going to get any originals. Nobody. This is all, like I said, this one's got a wrench symbol.
So this is an old one. This is a reprint from a set called Chronicles. And Chronicles reprinted Legends as one of the 4 sets that was part of that set. So these are actually older. And yeah, 1995.
I mean, right now I got a 2017 set in my hand.
So this is from Chronicles as well. This is actually a misprint. This is from a set called The Dark, and they have the antiquity symbol, but also reprinted in Chronicles. So it wasn't that big of a deal. They just put the wrong symbol on it.
It's funny to see how far they've come. Even like so, these are for 2017, but just the art style difference. And look, they got these orange or these white borders. Or you have the white borders. These are like a gray border. Because like I said, we got back into it briefly when Ikora came out in 2020.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I haven't touched it since then.
So this is Arabian Nights. This is a Chronicles reprint as well because the border is white.
Beautiful. And now I got 2015s. Yeah, so there's an array of stuff here. I mean, if you're looking for, as it says, instant collection, just don't expect.
You could at least build a deck with this.
Yeah, of course.
There is at least something for everyone, as
I
they
just don't
say.
see. I don't see. I have to remember what the ad said. I thought the ad said that there would be some rares or foils. But they're probably like, they'll never look.
Oh, yeah, that's whatever.
It's an instant collection. That's all that matters.
Tripled in value.
Let's see. So far, I mean, I'm not going to spend too long on here, but so here's like this 25. This came out in 2018. This might have been like an anniversary set. I'm just surprised. I thought I'd get at least. Maybe they put them on one side. Why not? I'll pick the other side since you picked that one. Maybe that'll.
These
are 95.
That's Chronicles again. That's Arabian Nights. That's the set called The Dark.
Yeah, they're from 1995.
Yeah,
so these are definitely older because they're just the single dates.
Yep.
So they threw some old stuff in there. Mountain Yeti. Huh?
What? Give it that all.
Man, the art has really.
I miss the old art.
Yeah, this is scavenger folk. Look at the hand on that.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Huh? I got this sword. Angel Fire. So that's from 95 as well.
Chronicles, yeah.
Nice. Oh, I got my first foil.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. From 2013.
Worth nothing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, see, look, they were like, here, we'll put them together.
That's what sells it.
There you go. That's a 93 to 2000, so that's a reprint.
Reprint, yeah.
That's a same thing, and a 2013. See, So 2013 said they must have like went back to these symbols for a while, or this. I have to look what
with
this
just
is.
a year on it. That was for a while there. Oh, man.
Oh, you know what I'm not seeing though, Pat?
What?
A lot of lands.
Got one. It's not a regular land.
But I'm saying it's not.
A land.
I mean, I guess that's
a land
something.
box. Yeah.
When you go to conventions and stuff like that, and they like, you can literally go to the front and just grab lands. I was surprised when looking at some of the values of lands recently that some lands are actually worth stuff. Especially if they're like special prints or borderless or special art. Spoke too soon. Some mountains.
I got a land pile there.
Give him some mountains. All right. Well, I think I've seen enough. But I mean, if
they separated the foils, I think that's it.
That's probably
just filled
it.
the box.
Like, here you go. And then like, let's give them. Oh my god.
Let's give them some Beetlejuice.
No, let's here. This is great.
Oh, your reprints. Oh my gosh.
They're like, here.
You need enough of this?
You need 1,000 cards? Well, here's 30 Nazuma Ronin.
Instant hit.
I'm gonna build a deck. Oh well, you can't.
Are
I can
they
only
army?
do 4. No, I can only do 4. But there we go. One for you, one for you, one for everybody.
One for every subscriber. Just kidding.
Well, I think we'll end it here. But thank you for bringing that by, Pat. Hopefully, we'll see you in the future with some other goodies you get. Yeah, thank you for joining. And like I said, a little loose of an episode, but get to see some more magic stuff. Cool. All right. Take care, everybody.